What is good? I'm Rod Robinson.
I'm Jordan Hall.
And this is Bulldogs Unleashed.
Man, oh man. This was a weekend in Sanford Stadium.
One for the books, man.
One for the books. I mean, Sanford Stadium atmosphere this weekend was awesome, elite, electric. We had needed. Fireworks. I feel like it was something I never see out of Sanford Stadium. Just let's get into that, man. Like, what was it like just being inside of there? We was gone for 37 days and just finally get back in the game. We really needed to win in order to keep our hopes of getting the playoff alive. Like, what do you feel about that? How you feel about it? How was your thoughts on the stadium atmosphere?
Shout out to all the Dog fans, man. Sure. Showing up in y'all black. We could definitely notice that there was a change in the atmosphere, and we could just tell that it was like everybody was on a mission, from the team to the fans, and it was very much needed. You know, I felt like, how many false starts did Tennessee have there? Like 4 or 5 false starts. That's a test to y'all right there. I mean, just being loud and showing up. The fireworks was definitely cool. Like, me and Trevor sitting after the first touchdown, and he didn't jump up out of the seat. He got scared. Like, nobody was really expecting that. So, shout out to whoever put the fireworks in there too. So, definitely a much needed win. Great environment. Want to see more of it too. So,
most definitely. I mean, I pick it back off what Coach Smart said. I feel like the only thing that would make that thing better is we had on black uniforms. Like, I think that'd be the only thing to make it better. Like, it was loud. The fireworks, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised about it. And especially how many we had. Like, after every touchdown, I mean, I think one time we went off like twice after one touchdown.
Yeah.
But now, like, it was electric for sure. I mean, we needed the energy on defense, especially, because Tennessee has a high tempo offense, and I mean, it's one of the better offenses in the country. So, like, y'all helping us, like, keep them off track when they come to getting their keys and things like that. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was like Sanford Stadium was a place to be. I can only imagine being a recruit in that stadium. Like, that's like a gravitating experience, like just being in there and experiencing that. And I feel like we were just hitting on like all cylinders. I feel like in certain points on offense, I mean, we had 0 turnovers. That's a blessing. But defensively, it wasn't really our best game. I mean, we got a lot of things we could work on, but I mean, limiting that offense to under 20 points
that's great.
That's a plus, fam. So
bottom line business.
You feel me? Like, it's hard to get a yard in the SEC.
And we got a couple.
You feel me? So, like, honestly, this is an awesome experience. I mean, Sanford Stadium was as live as I think it's been in a very, very long time, since the last time we played Tennessee, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
But we need that every week, though. So, you know, we coming into like the meat of the schedule now. You know, can't take no game off. So, same thing for UMass this weekend and Georgia Tech next Friday. And then after that, that's when everything get real. So, shout out to all my Dog fans. Keep that energy coming.
And like a little bit on like how we played. Like, do you feel like if we keep that pace up, you feel like that can trend towards our goal from the beginning of the season is to get back to the Natty?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You know, especially like you said, how you feel like the defense ain't played up to its potential. You know, offense pick up some of the slack and some of the, you know, sometimes throughout the game.
Yeah.
I just feel like we could all be better, though. And I mean, we're gonna get better as the season goes on. I see that, you know, everybody's starting to get a little bit more comfortable, starting to feel a little bit more routine. But I mean, that's the team that, you know, everybody's been waiting to see, I think.
You feel me? Especially from an offensive standpoint. I feel like everybody, like, they have their thoughts on the offense at times and the play calling and things like that. I mean, that's a part of it. I mean, it comes with a cost of you in this profession. But honestly, really, like, we didn't really even play our best game.
Right.
Like, I feel like everybody said we played our best game against Texas, but still we had a lot of drop off against them as well. I mean, defensively, that's one of our better games. But if you go into a defensive meeting room and see all our must and see how many things we missed, like, it's crazy to think of how high our standard is here.
We left a bunch of points on the board out there.
Exactly. So, like, I feel like if we play to that standard, yeah, we can get to the Natty, but our goal is not just getting there, it's winning.
Right.
So if we clean up a lot of mistakes that we have on both sides of the ball, I mean, of course, I mean, I feel like we're one of the better teams in the country when we can play a full game. But, I mean, what's that to say if you can't do it all the time or be consistent? So, I mean,
you got to just do it week by week, you know.
Exactly.
All right, so, you know, like, with the 12-team playoffs this year, you know, this November, does it feel a little bit different than last year's November?
I mean, most definitely. I mean, we would have just been getting off our first bye week and then playing like Tennessee and like the later scheduled teams. And now we don't went through 2 bye weeks, so we're really in week, 13, week 12 or something like that. And I don't know. I feel like it just felt we've been doing this for a long time. Like normally it take a little while for the poor me's to kick in, but I feel like we don't have those since Mississippi State week. You feel me? Like
it's just been like I feel like a lot longer.
A lot longer. We banged up on all sides of everywhere. I mean, from special teams, offense, and defense. Like me and you both still like battling back from injuries, and honestly, it's tough around this time of the year. So November has always been a month where we preach at Georgia like they remember what you do in November, but now it's more so like you got to keep that pace all the way through December. Then man.
January,
like, you feel me? January.
Now it's January like 20th.
Yeah, like the playoffs is January 20th, fam. Like the Natty's in January 20th, fam. So like just imagining like keeping this run, this tenure up for that long, fam.
But I think that's what separates, the good teams from the great teams.
Exactly.
And the teams that's going to be in the playoffs and, the teams that's going to win in the playoffs and the team that's going to win the Natty, like, who can just stay locked in the longest. And
exactly. Because, I mean, from any standpoint, I know everybody loves the game. Even the coaches do, but everybody feel the same way. It gets redundant at a certain point in time. Like, coming in week 15, and you got 2 more weeks left now, because week 15, normally you're the Natty. Right. So, like, everything switches, but you playing playoff games, and, I mean, I don't know how everything's going to shake up, but more times than not, I don't know if we're going to go to the SEC Championship game or not. So, if not, we're going to be playing a lot of different games in a lot of different places, and just, I don't know, keeping that momentum up each and every week, I feel like is key. But, I don't know. I feel like this year is different from any other year just because of how our conference is. Like, I think we only got one team that's only a 1-loss team in the SEC.
Yep. We got like 6 2-loss teams.
You feel me? Like 6 2-loss teams. But last year this happened, like nobody would have been even thinking about going to the college. Like nobody would think about going to the playoffs, fam.
And it's crazy because, everybody done beat everybody. Like,
you feel me? Like
there's no team in the SEC that's really just standing out.
Like Vanderbilt is actually one of the better teams in the conference this year. Who would have thought that? You know what I'm saying? So the competition level is good. The weather's changing. Like it was kind of chilly on Saturday, so the weather's changing, and there's a lot of different things to get acclimated to during this time of the year. So
it's when real football played.
You feel me? So I feel like this November is way different than anybody else, not just for us, but for any team in the country, honestly.
Right.
So I mean, we got another game coming up this week against UMass, but I feel like Sanford is waiting for have anybody ever played? We ever played on Friday night before? So I mean, it might be one of the first, if not the one in the most in a long time. Friday night game in Sanford. I feel like the fans are anticipating that against a old rival of ours, old-fashioned hate against Georgia Tech. So tell me a little bit about that, fam. Like, what's your thoughts and feelings on that? I feel like we might bring out the black jerseys then. Because I feel like it's on Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Thanksgiving is the day before, so people gonna want to see something, see something a little fresh. And 2, we blacked out Sanford on Saturday. I knew we weren't wearing black.
Yeah.
But I feel like just to repay the fans for what happened, we gotta wear
like a little
black.
Sorry.
We gotta
get your hopes up.
We gotta wear all black. I feel like it's only right. So like, what do you feel about the Georgia Tech game, knowing that it's a big rivalry?
Yeah, it's a great team. They came out, beat Florida State at the beginning of the year, beat Miami last week or 2 weeks ago. And like it's a rivalry game. Like you never know what can go on during those weeks. It's really anybody's game, so it's just the better prepared team gonna win. Yeah. Whoever can keep their level-headed. So I feel like, it's gonna be a nice game. Enjoy a nice Friday night game. Yeah. So it'll definitely be an experience for sure, and especially just because the old-fashioned hate. Like everybody want to see that game. So.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be different, honestly, because last year they gave us a hard fight. I mean, I was concerned that game a little bit. Yeah. So they gave us a little tough battle that game, but still, like we moving our week up. Like we might have to practice on Sunday, or we might have to skip a day. But knowing Kirby, we ain't never gonna skip no day. So at all. Really, after UMass game, we right back to it on Sunday. No rest day.
No like a regular week, but
bumping the day up. You feel me? So honestly, I don't feel like it's gonna be. It's not gonna be a normal work week for us, There's gonna be a lot of changes, a lot of different things to get acclimated and adjusted to.
I wonder how it's gonna be the week after, though.
Yeah, that's gonna be That's gonna be something to tell. I think that's when the SC Championship game supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I mean, after that game, supposed to see how everything unfold and see what happens there. But I'm gonna just play. We on UMass this week. That's all we on. We focus on UMass.
One day at a time. It's Monday.
That Georgia Tech game, I am highly anticipating. Like,
Can't lose no more.
You feel me? Can't
gotta
lose.
Go out there and do the same thing every week now.
Win and go home from here on out, all the way up until the Natty, fam. Even the Neds when I go home. You feel me? So, all right. So let's hop into the NFL. You know, it's a lot of things that's going on in the NFL. A lot of things that we didn't expect. The Kansas City Chiefs are a one-loss. They one-loss. They're a one-loss team now.
The Bills.
Yeah. So the Bills finally took them down. The Ravens lost to the Steelers, and the Steelers didn't score not one touchdown. The Eagles looking like they're getting back on track with A.J. Brown coming back. But the team in our state, the Atlanta Falcons, where Kirk Change seems like a different vibe this year.
He looking pretty good this year. Shout out on Yellow Wade Koo. I mess with him. One of my favorite kickers.
We can't really give him too much props. Yeah, so we can't give too much props.
He missed a couple there.
He missed a couple.
But he just real cool. I feel his aura every time I watch that game.
Exactly. I mean, I look forward to seeing him kick. Bijan Robinson, awesome player.
Great.
I feel like somebody who stepped up this season that I feel like everyone's been anticipating, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is a contributor. No.
He gave me 1.8 points last night. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, that's cool. That's last night.
But he did drop like 20-something like a couple weeks ago.
You feel me? Like, Kyle Pitts, he's doing more this season than he's done before. He hasn't? I'm not a Falcons fan, so I can't say.
Yeah, he gave me like 5 the week before. Yeah. I had to pick up Travis Kelce. But shout out Kyle Pitts.
Has Travis Kelce been that productive this year?
More productive.
But this is like his off year, I feel like.
He's dropping more than 1.8.
I mean, you're right. Valid point. But we do got a good tight end that came out of here.
Ooh.
Brock Bowers is awesome.
He on pace to set the record.
He's awesome. He gonna have like at least 1,100 like receiving yards at the end of the
Over
season.
100 receptions.
He was on week 11 this week. He got what, 7 more weeks? 7 more weeks? Oh, yeah, you're gonna have like,
Get what, 300 more yards?
Yeah, he might get like 1,200. Knowing Brock.
Yeah, shout out Brock Bowers, man.
Shout out Stanley, man. But
another dog, Lad.
Yeah, he's number 3 out of all rookies and receivers. I don't know, man. Lad always been like the quiet, like he's like a silent type. He'll drop silent 85 yards in the tug.
And you be like, dang, like you feel it, but like
you feel it, but it's
like
it'll sneak up on you. You know what I'm saying?
Like he just had 15 and then he popped one. He always gonna pop one.
But you know, a team that is like offense is going crazy, they just can't seem to pull it off. The Bengals.
Yeah, man.
Like Joe Burrow has had 9 touchdowns against the Ravens this season.
And lost both games.
Jamar Chase had one of the most
prolific
performances against the Ravens last game. Last time they played, he went for like 260.
Yeah, it was bad.
And he had like 260, like 4 through tugs.
It was bad.
You feel me? And they still lost. So I mean, what's your take on like that when it comes in the league? Like, what is your view on that?
That just goes to show you need to build a full team. I mean, you got to have a defense and go out there and get stops. Yeah. You got to have, they got the offense. Like, you clearly see that. But you also just got to put it all together. Like, you can't just have one side of the ball be on point and then the other side, slacking. So
Burrow leads the league in passing. Chase the league in everything, doesn't it? He's triple crown right now. So Chase is triple crown, and Henderson been balling. He got what, 13, 12?
It was 12 before last week. I don't know how many.
So yeah, he might have like 13 sacks, and then 4 and 7. I don't know. You think they're gonna trade? Somebody gonna trade for Jamar?
Nah, they're not getting rid of him.
I don't think they can. But they got to break the bank for him, fam.
Yeah, but who can you give up to get Jamar?
I think they'll re-sign Jamar and get rid of T. Higgins.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're gonna get rid of T. Higgins.
I don't think they should.
I picked up T. Higgins in fantasy last year.
I don't think they should get rid of T. Higgins though.
Where you go, Clemson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them days.
That was back when Clemson was Clemson, fam. Him, Mike Williams.
Ooh-wee. Yeah. Then they had some receivers come out of there. Sammy Watkins, DeAndre Hopkins.
I remember when Sammy Watkins was first coming out.
Man.
My dad could not stop raving about him, fam. That was a play against the Jets. But that play against the Jets forever embedded in my brain.
You talking about the one where
we went like this and he fell. After that, my coach, literally the next practice, my coach said no celebrations to run in the end zone. But park ball, you want to be like the NFL players do everything that they see.
You know what's crazy? My high school, they in the open division championship back home, and fourth quarter, They about the team we playing Mission Hills. That's where what's his name, Chris Olave went. They about to go score, and our safety come up and punch the ball out at the 1 inch line, and it rolled through the back of the end zone. We ended up winning the game, man. Hey, shout out my boy Nico.
It's where to finish plays. Yeah, but the league, I feel like football this year has been kind of up and down. Like,
oh yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, college football is a lot of hiccups. Nobody thought that it would have been shaped the way it is.
It seems like there's no clear cut right now.
Yeah, like in NFL, like who would have thought the Chiefs would be that good with the way that the offense is playing this year? Like Patrick Mahomes really not playing and having a good season this year.
I still think he'd a GOAT.
Huh?
When you win that much, I mean, he winning he on pace to win more than Brady. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I like Patrick Mahomes. Give him 6 more years. He already went back to back, didn't he? He about to go back to back to back. I'm not saying the back to back to back make you, the GOAT or nothing, because it clearly don't.
You just called him the GOAT, though.
Saying,
stand on what you believe in, because I'm going to rebuttal fast.
Nah, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that back to back to back make you the GOAT, because
No, you called him the GOAT.
Because of what he doing before,
that make him the GOAT? You think he better than Tom Brady?
Not yet. No, not yet. But one day in 6 years.
You think he's going to play 21, 22 years? Or 20 years?
Patrick Mahomes, 28?
No, I'm saying, how many years did Tom Brady play?
20.
You think he can play 20 years?
Nah. I don't think he want to play 20 years. I mean, he winning so much, he don't need to.
Brady played 23.
He played 23 years? Brady played, here's the thing, he was so great, people was doubting him when he left New England.
Sounds familiar.
Went to Tampa the first year.
Sounds familiar.
Oh my God, here you go. And won the championship next year.
I know somebody that did that.
You talking about when Jordan left
Nah.
to play baseball?
Nah.
So go ahead, give me your dissertation, come on.
I'm talking about when LeBron left Cleveland, went to Miami, won 2 chips. Then he went back to
Cleveland. Oh my God, no.
Won another chip.
No.
And then he went to L.A.
He had Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, fam. He didn't go there by himself and just make it awesome. Come on.
You know who they had to beat? You know who they had to beat? Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. I know.
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. 3-on-3. Big 3 on big 3.
Definitely 4-on-3.
Don't forget about Mario.
Who else you call? Yeah, Mario. They had Ray Allen too. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Heat had Ray Allen the next year.
Okay, yeah.
Without that
Ray Allen saved LeBron. Ray Allen saved LeBron.
Okay, you act like can't nobody else on the team score like LeBron got to score all the points in order for them to win the game.
Paxton scored 10 straight to close out the finals game in 91.
What about Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr hit the game winner in what's the
Okay. Who got the most clutch points in NBA history? Yeah, thank you.
I feel like LeBron.
It's not even a debate no more, man.
Who's the quarterback?
heads.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is.
You just
I said Patrick Mahomes.
No, you just said, oh my God. You didn't say that.
6 years.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
If you went 5 of 6 or 4 of 6, then maybe. But
So it matters how
Something to
many you
think
win
about.
and lose, right?
Nah.
It don't matter how many times you get there.
It matters how many times you get there, especially when you got people like James Jones, Tristan Thompson, Matthew Dellavedova. Who else? Chris Anderson. Yo, where them dudes at nowadays, bro?
I'm Jordan Hall.
And I'm Rod Robinson.